$100 Harbor Freight jammy.
Dude, shit, they
But
bought me a $140 fucking that air gun thing I was telling you guys about that you fucking put a DeWalt or Milwaukee battery on and you fucking
Oh
just
yeah,
pull the
yeah.
fucking. They bought me one of those just because I said I wanted it. Well, not just
sick.
because I said. I honestly came up with a good reasoning because we were having major air compression issues. Maybe we should just talk about this on the show.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like we're in Tool Talk now, so shit,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. My name ain't Tim Allen, but I think it's Tool time here on the Shedtime podcast. In 3, 2, 1, let's hit it.
Howdy ho.
Yes,
Yeah.
and ladies and gentlemen, I guess it really is Tool time because Uncle Chris is going full Wilson man next door, and shout out to Wilson. How that man was so wise and so calm when he had fucking Tim the Tool Man Taylor
As
always
his
causing a
fucking
ruckus.
neighbor. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Looking for
Like,
advice.
I need more power. Oh. I
Dude,
supercharged
honestly,
my
though, okay, just like
lawnmower.
we'll get back to like I need to talk about. Dude, I used to love that show.
Dude, who
I
didn't?
also just loved like Friday night TV, but like I think that was on Tuesday nights for me, and I loved Home Improvement, man. I
Dude.
thought it was so funny.
It was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid, dude.
And dude, Pam Anderson was in it.
Yeah, she
Dude,
was.
and then even her replacement in the
Her
later
replacement
years was
still
fucking,
is yes, absolutely.
like,
Yeah. I mean, Home Improvement shit. That show ran from 1991 to 1999. And
Yeah,
it just
dude.
cleaned house the whole fucking time.
and then
it was
probably ran
on
in
air.
syndication for a while after that.
Oh, a decade easy.
I wouldn't doubt if there are still some channels out there that are running it in syndication. Like, I really wouldn't doubt it. With
I
the
haven't
way
watched
streaming,
TV in long enough, but
Especially nowadays, yeah, with the streaming and everything like that. But
yo,
dude, I'm honestly kind of curious to see the new show that he's doing with the guy that played Al Borland. Like they're doing a new show together. And I think even his wife from Home Improvement's in it. Like it's almost like a reunion show.
is it like a
But
sitcom?
yeah, but it's obviously I don't think it has anything to do with Tool Time. It might, or like Home Improvement. Like I don't know if the stories like coalesce or like they
Okay.
are tied together or not. But it's obviously Tim Allen, like I said, the guy that played Al Borland, like the wife, and then even the girl that played, what was her name in the show? Was it
Heidi?
Becky? Heidi. Yeah, I believe she's in it too.
So I'm just gonna ask y'all a question that I bet y'all didn't know because this just fucked me up. Do you know what Wilson's full name is?
No.
Absolutely not.
So Chris over here playing the role of Wilson tonight. Ought to know now that Wilson's full name is Wilson Jr.
Wilson Jr. WWJ.
And that is official canon. I'm getting this all off the wiki. Yeah. Wilson Jr. played by Earl Hindman. That is wild. Of course, Al Borland, Richard Karn,
Yeah.
legend. Heidi was in 148 episodes, played by Deb Dunning.
Yeah, she had red hair, right?
Like
Or like auburn.
Yeah, more like a brownish.
A reddy
Okay.
brown.
So here we go. Richard Karn. That's the guy that played Al. But anyways, yeah. Apparently, they're supposed to be co-starring in like a supposedly non-woke sort of show or something.
So Tim Allen's doing like 2
It's a
shows
home
right now.
improvement wait. Oh, I guess it is a home improvement reunion.
Yeah, because he does another show with Kat Dennings that's new. It's called Shifting Gears.
Maybe that's what they're talking about.
The girl who plays Heidi is actually going to be making a cameo in Shifting Gears.
Okay, maybe that's just an episode.
That'd be cool as shit, dude. Because I watched the first season. I actually thought it was pretty funny.
Oh, I thought it
Kat
was like a
Dennings is
whole
funny.
show.
Because yeah, dude, Sean
Heck,
William Scott is in Shifting Gears. He's actually pretty funny in it.
I had no idea it was a thing. Like, I'm reading it right now, looking up some of the premise and stuff, and
Oh,
it sounds
okay. Apparently, it's just hearsay at this point. Apparently, CBS offered $1 billion to Tim and Richard for a new non-woke sitcom.
Yeah, I don't think that his show now, Shifting Gears, is too woke, to be honest. He's like he's a pure Tim Allen, but he is like a muscle, not even a restoration shop owner.
Yeah,
And
I've
Jenna
caught like a few
Elfman's in it.
episodes here and there.
Yeah, Jenna Elfman, like the woman that played Dharma and Greg and shit. She was like in some movies too. She's like in it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's only like 10 episodes. I watched it on like Netflix or Prime or something. Or maybe it was
Anyway.
Disney Plus.
What was I talking about beforehand? Toolboxes, tape
it was the new tools at work.
Oh yeah, getting that air gun thing, dude. That thing works pretty fucking slick. But there was something else recently that had them get me. I don't remember. But that is such a fucking crucial thing though, and it's one thing that I do kind of like appreciate about them is if I bring it up, I might have to say it a couple times, but usually, things will work out. But having the right tools to do the job makes your life so much fucking easier, dude. And then,
hell yeah, dude.
That was part of the reason why, like, I had them get me a toolbox because I would have tools like in my area, like on my table or whatever, and people just see shit and they fucking need it, they grab it, fucking use it, and then obviously it just fucking disappears after that because they don't ever bring it back or put it back where it goes or anything like that. So I was like, I'd use something, and then next day I come in and the shit's fucking gone. So I was like, I want to have a toolbox that I could fucking lock up. So if I'm not here, no one's getting in there and fucking with the shit that I have in there. I'll give a key to the lead man and a key to whoever else because I had 2 spares. And then that way, if you guys need something, you can get into it. But other than that, I don't want people going in there and fucking with my shit.
Yeah, I mean, it only makes sense.
I mean, fuck,
ever since then, bro, I everything I need's right there when I need it. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Not only that, but I do a pocket dump when I get to work. Everything that's in my pockets is out, bro. I don't want anything in my pockets while I'm working, bro. So my phone comes with me. It sits on my computer by the CNC. But everything else, my fucking vape, my juice, everything, I've got my own designated drawer for it. I fucking got like a little fucking thing that I cover my vape up with so sawdust and shit doesn't get all in it.
Sounds just like Puddles. Shout out to Puddles. That's the nickname I gave the young buck at work. He's the same way though. Like, he walks in, pocket dump. That's how that kid rolls.
I've got a routine, bro, every morning. It's the same thing every morning. I walk in, pop open the toolbox, fucking empty my pockets, grab my liquid IV packet, because I literally just fucking take a fucking whole bag of liquid IV and just fucking throw it in the top of my toolbox, bro. That way I always have them in there. I just pop one open, throw in my water bottle, crack open my Monster, take a nice sip or two, pop my little cap on it so dust and shit don't get in it. Turn my air compressor on, walk over, turn on the CNC, make sure the fucking air's on, and then fucking wait for my machine to boot up and shit. And while that's happening, I sit there and I grab my pod. I sit there and I rip my pod a few times while the computer's fucking booting up. Find whatever podcast I'm gonna listen to for the first couple hours of the day. Put that on. By that time, the computer's on. Log in, type my passwords in, do my startup, and then get to it, dude. Every morning.
Running the shop now, man, like it's been a whole other thing for me because like it used to just be like get into my desk, you know, take it easy a little bit, slowly ease in. Now it's like I'm getting in the building and it's like straight to business every fucking day, and it's been exhausting. I mean, cheers. I mean, you guys know, like, I haven't even been around to fucking do any gaming lately because, like, I'm just so fucking, like, brain dead by the time I get home from work lately because, like, I'm trying to sell these cop cars, but I'm also trying to keep the shop moving and keep my guys running and fix problems when shit rises for them. And, like, this is going to sound ridiculous to people who don't get it, but, like, installing the prisoner cage in the back of a police car is an endeavor. Doing it in the back of an F-150 is a fucking nightmare. And it's even worse when your technicians don't have the right parts to do what the customer expects it to do. It's been a fucking bullshit week, and we're only halfway through.
No, we are 60% through, Sean. Don't do that to me, bro. Because I want to believe.
He's like, don't take back half my day, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, I only have 2 days left, and then it's the fucking weekend, homie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I feel where you're coming from, Chris. The difference between you and me is that those 2 days for you and those 2 days for me are going to look dramatically different, and I'm probably going to have to drag one out significantly longer and go in early and all that to just get things done to make sure that shit keeps moving. So like, it's still like only 50% for me. I'm gonna have to put in some OT, which isn't OT when you're salary. So, you know, no extra goodies for your boy. But at the end of the day, like I love it too much. I want to make sure my guys stay fed. I want to make sure they keep working. And something that like people don't think about is like a lot of mechanics and other technicians, like those guys are flat rate. So
yeah,
like
they
don't have those billable
live.
hours. They're not making money. So like right now, like as an acting operations manager as well as a salesman, not only am I trying to get jobs in the building for them to build, I'm also making sure the jobs they're building are rolling smoothly. And I'm so glad that our friends at 7 Point sent over the Zenco. How's that for a fucking segue? Anyway, because bros, did you just watch me take the most incredible dab and have zero reaction during that conversation?
No,
Honestly,
because you
wasn't really
had
paying
zero
attention.
reaction.
Yeah.
Like, using this thing with concentrate has been amazing. I tested it for the first time last night. I had the Jackie Chan fan club over. Little insider information for our listeners. By the time y'all are listening to this, I will be having just recorded or be just days before we record the first Jackie Chan fan club music video. So very, very excited to make that happen with them. And so while we were sitting here last night, you know, session, politicking, figuring out what we're going to do, I was like, oh shit, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity. Let me break out the Zenco, throw the ceramic disc coil thing inside, and let's all try it together and see how it goes. Now, I've got some fantastic rosin that I picked up. I went to a different dispensary I don't normally go to in the area, but it came highly recommended by somebody whose cannabis tastes I definitely respect. And he said that their rosin was some of the best he could get his hands on at the price point he paid. And he wasn't lying because this is some Bubba Fett. This is a 73 to 159U. So we're talking like very fine, like high quality sift live resin or live rosin, excuse me. And I mean, just look at the fucking quality, like the color, the consistency.
I
This shit
literally
is
just took my last dab of some of the stuff of the same quality. and
It's
it's
like
good shit,
wild.
dude.
So I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, I want y'all to taste this rosin with me and let's try it all together in the Zenco. So I just loaded it up again, dropped this sucker on, and here I have been using this thing with the carts. So I didn't ever maybe notice this feature, but 2 taps. And
So
just
it
starts
has like
filling.
its own like heating element that it comes with,
Yeah, it has little 510 coils that you can throw in there so
and
that
you
you
just
can
put a
do
dab
your own
on it.
concentrate. So like I'm gonna milk this bitch up, get her nice and foggy in there. Boom. And then cheers. What an incredible way to do a dab.
How much do those things cost again?
I think the RRP is 200. And like the fact that I just took that much vapor from some high quality rosin in this thing, didn't flinch, not a cough, nothing. Just
Yeah.
smooth as can be. Like this could be a game changer for a lot of people. I immediately start thinking about people who they want that higher dosage. They want a faster, like they want to be able to use a concentrate, but the whole process is either A, intimidating, or B, is just a little too harsh and aggressive for, their throat or their lungs. This fixed it because it's collected in this little guy. You're now so far removed from the heat that when you take that little hit off of this thing, it's just cool, comfortable vapor. It's amazing. Like I'm genuinely blown away by this performance. There's still enough in there. I'm gonna go ahead and load her up again and fill her up for another round. I was throwing, a good sized dab into the little bowl in there, and I was able to get half the bulb basically, like what it is now, and pass it around for 3 people on the single load that I put in there. Like that shit's crazy. Like
Yo, Sean, can you do me a favor? Are you gonna like fill it up one more time?
I might have enough material in there to be able to get one more out of it. Yeah.
Have
What
you
do you
have
want?
you tried yet to like kind of slightly blowing it while breathing in your nose?
I like.
Like
Are you
you,
thinking like you might do if you were taking a sip of a beverage and also exhaling vapor into it? Is that
yeah,
like the
kind of
technique you're
like
thinking?
yeah, and then that kind of like pushes it back towards your face, and then you
Because I
like
mean, like
just
it
fucking
has
breathe through your nose.
because like it has airflow through it, so you could theoretically just nose rip it.
How, okay, you should nose rip it.
I mean, I'm here for this. I'm down to do a nose rip. I
Nice.
haven't I
Like
haven't
I would
done a
never
nose rip
ask
since I
somebody to
was
like
very young. So
do a
let's go
full
for it,
Say
stab through their
goodbye to your
nose.
nose hairs, dude.
bro. That was amazing.
Yes. Yes. And see,
Wow.
that was like way less like
Dude, straight to
filled.
your dome piece though.
That
That one, that's straight to the dome right there.
That got me to cough.
uh,
But what's
That shit
crazy,
would
right?
that shit would have me sneezing.
What's crazy, right, though, is doing that. When I've taken, when I've ripped this off out of the nectar collector, and when I rip this even just, by mouth through the glass, it's a little bit more of that like skunky, funky, kind of got a garlicky note, sort of a dankness to it. When I just did that nose rip, that just caused me to pick up terpene notes in that I don't get to typically taste just by inhaling through the mouth. There's like a lavender note in that strain that was very distinctive, and you really can pick up the citrus notes from the limonene from taking that nose pull too, which
Dude, nose rips.
kind of has me weirded out to realize that, like, even though we all consume our cannabis through different avenues of vaping it, we could even still be missing some of our terpene profile just because, like, it's not going into the nose and getting the full olfactory
I'm telling
sense.
you guys this right now. I'm not taking a nose dab.
No,
I'm not doing
Oh
it.
yeah, no,
I ain't.
I'm not gonna take
gonna-
a nose rip either.
I ain't not gonna do it.
wouldn't be prudent.
Like if I was Sean right
No.
there
Yeah.
and Sean said, "Hey, like would you nose rip that?" I probably would have nose ripped what he did, but I'm not gonna like rip a dab through my nose.
Yeah, no, like point blank. It's
Like I've
because of
taken
how
plenty of
smooth.
supers through my nose.
It's because of how smooth that is, just inhaling it straight through the mouth, that I was like, yeah, sure. I'll like, no fear. I wouldn't even try to nose rip this thing. Like,
Nah.
no, not at all. Not at all.
I used to also do like French inhales all the time.
Oh, the old
But
French inhale.
Speaking of inhaling things, I don't know if you saw, Sean, but I got my 3-coil in too.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Mine literally came Sunday, dude. Out of all days.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. But dude, this thing fucking bangs, bro. Like, I don't know if, like, because I want to ask you. Well, you might not know yet because you haven't. I don't know if you vaped the same liquid out of both RDAs yet, but I feel like the flavor is like kind of on the same tier as the Bonza Pro. Obviously, the airflow, completely different situation, completely different story. But I feel like the flavor, though,
They're
like
on the
fucking,
same tier.
I feel like they're on that same fucking level.
Secret time. Sorry, Tim. I got, I got bored of mango. I think it's a great liquid, but I got bored of that real fast, and I got a 120 of a tobacco silver, my fucking vanilla custard, and it's such a basic, like, normal run of the mill vanilla custard, and I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm already vaping it in the Bonza. I want to know what it's like in that. So I tried it. Like, I agree, because I literally was vaping the same liquid in just the two separate addies. Very, very similar flavor replication. Like
it throws off good flavor, but the airflow is completely different.
100%. Your vape experience is different, but your flavor is, like,
I will say,
at the same level.
Both smooth without any hiss or whistle. Like, I don't get any of that. But I will say, I feel like there's something about the Bonza Pro's airflow that feels kind of spongy.
Yeah. It's all those
sense.
pinholes.
Like, it's like it's still smooth, but there's just a slight bit of, like, I guess, restriction, sort of, like when you're pulling on it, even though, like, the air, you still get a decent amount of airflow. Like, I feel like that aspect is very different, because with the recoil, it's just like you're getting, obviously with the 2.5, it's more restricted, which I'm enjoying with the flavor airflow. But, like, you could just feel, like, the airflow, you could feel it just coming right in.
Yep.
And just, you know what I mean? You feel that.
We're basically talking about resistance. That's ultimately what it is, right? Because, like, let's say, just for argument's sake, that both of these are drawing, for a measurement that probably means nothing, 1 cubic millimeter of air per second. Well, now the difference is that we're pulling through 2 wide tubes versus, what is this, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 really thin tubes.
Well,
Yeah.
and the thing about that too is there's a pocket between two different
And
meshes
the
that I feel
pocket.
like
So
causes some sort of like swirl or like something happens in that
yes,
pocket that makes it feel different.
I would agree with that. I think just my novel understanding of, fluid and aerodynamics, like just from dumb shit that I watch because I'm a nerd like that. Uh, I have to agree with you. Like if this were in a water solution, let's say, and we injected a color into those holes, I think you're absolutely right. They would swirl behind those holes and it would require suction beyond that next row of holes for that to move again. So I have to agree just from my
I
limited
feel like what
understanding.
it does is it comes in, it swirls, and then goes out. I feel like that's what's happening. So there's like a constant little swirl that's happening in that
And
little
again,
pocket. I might
with
just
that
be making
restriction,
shit up, but I feel
with
like
that restriction thought though, like let's also make the argument that it's actually pulling through 30 holes per side because you've got to go through the first 15 and then the other 15 inside. So as another layer of that resistance as well. So it's an interesting concept. This is one of those times I miss Morton Owen.
Dude, you're
I
so
would
funny. If I ever look on my phone, like I have a ton of screenshots that like I just never deleted, and they're like so long ago that I never even look at them. But every once in a while, I'll be looking for some like old ass photo. Dude, I have like a fucking more known meme on my phone saved. I'm gonna have to try to find it right now, just so I can show you guys. Dude.
for listeners who understand zero of what we're talking about, Morton Owen was a vape YouTuber from Goblin Valley, Norway, and his
Yeah.
delivery was pure Bob Ross. Like he was so calm and quiet and relaxed in the way that he delivered his vocals through his videos that it was like watching a Bob Ross video, but he made these like elaborate homemade experiments to test airflow in different vape atomizers and then try to determine where the best coil placement would be for maximum cooling to the center of the coil. And I always thought that was an interesting thing because I watched a lot of his content and he discussed how it's the center of the coil. It's going to get hot first. And so if we can condense as much air into the center of that coil, we're going to keep that hottest point of the coil coolest for longest. In turn, that is going to maximize your life of your coils. It's going to maximize the life of your cotton. The liquid that you're putting on it isn't going to, get chazzed up as fast. And for some people, not the vape style they want. They want it hot and rowdy. Morton wanted it cool and relaxed and very calm, like his
He
voice.
wanted a cool vape.
A very cool, wispy vape, I recall him describing.
Dude, I really hope I can find this like
And
fairly
of course, with
quickly.
that Norwegian accent, dude, like it was a whip. He liked a good
Yeah,
whip.
a crispy
And
vape.
uh, I hope he's doing well in Norway, living his best life.
And Goblin Valley. I mean,
I
he's
wonder
vaping on the RDA he designed, and
that
or
nobody
one
but
of
him
the
enjoyed.
two. Yeah, one of the two. Because he did that 30 too, remember?
I don't.
Yeah, no, dude, he did. He did. He did like the Njord,
I remember that one.
and then he did another one. There was a 30 mil, but I can't remember what it was called.
Next, I
Not
remember
off
the
the top of my
Njord,
head.
and like everybody hated on it, and he was like, "Well, what the hell? I'm just gonna not make YouTube content anymore." And I was like, "Nah, dude,
I
it's
remember I always
unfortunate."
wanted the mech mod that came. There was like a kit you could get, and it was
Yes.
like the Njord and like the Sandman mech, I think it was called.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and I wanted the Sandman, but I never came across one because I knew I didn't want a fucking Yord.
And let's face it, you didn't know anybody who wanted one either.
But I did know a few people that had one though. So I guess at one point, mind you, I think Stan might have been one of those people, and he loved vertical coils. And that's what the Yord was, I think.
Yep, it was. Yeah, I just had to go pull up that kit, and man, it is a good looking. That's a good looking piece of kit right there.
Yeah, dude, like that tube, dude, slap like a layer cake, cosmonaut, something short on that. It would
Yeah,
be like a
dude.
nice little compact fucking unit. The
Like that is a
RDA, yeah.
nice. It yeah, like it is a very nice looking tube. Man, you can buy one apparently for $30 at vapecustomize.com. So if somebody out there vapes and wants to try the Njord, here you go. I found it. Matter
It
of fact,
doesn't
these
come with
guys.
the tube, does it?
Matter of fact, Chris, for 74.18, you can buy the exact kit I just showed you.
Oh, I wonder how much you could buy just the tube for.
Yeah, I don't know if they have just the tube.
God damn it.
It doesn't appear to be the case. Um, but honestly, like $75 for a tube mech doesn't make me mad.
No, I've spent considerably more
So,
many times.
I mean, I'm just saying $75 to buy a tube mech and you throw away the Addy it came with still isn't a bad price for a tube mech you want.
No, that's true.
Although I will remind you that it was an 18650.
No, I knew that. Yeah,
So
it was a long time ago.
yeah. I mean, God, I wish there was a date on here to say like when it was released, but this website's not going to give me that information because then they'd have to admit that they have old stock they're still trying to sell.
Well, that's old.
Very, very. I was still in the vape shop. Like, I think I was still in the original location when all that happened. So yeah, like that was a while. That was a while ago. Oh, you know what? 2018. I just found Norseman's review on the Sandman and Yord kit from Adam Vapes. And this was posted on the legend itself, eSig forum. So 2018 is about that time when it came out. That's crazy.
Makes sense.
7 years ago, dude. Damn.
Man. It feels like yesterday and it feels like a decade or more. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about it and I'm like reminiscing about this
It's
whole
like back
period.
to when we all first met, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like I'm reminiscing about this period like, oh yeah, that was just a couple of years ago. No. No, it
This
wasn't.
is it.
Oh. And I like how he's just got like a
It's like a penis.
yeah.
Basically. Oh, dude. Yeah, I have no idea why I even have that meme on my phone, but I'm kind of glad I do because it's hilarious. Yeah.
It's there for moments just like this where we get to reminisce about the old vape days. Yo.
Oh, dude. Now I'm like back in like the old vape days, dude. Like
Ooh,
on my phone, I'm in like photos, dude. Like a fucking simple mech with some fucking
Oh, dude.
great
Do you want to
fucking
do this right
wife.
now, bro? Do you want to do this right now?
That's from April 10th,
And so
2018.
Oh, dude.
So it is from right around that time, dude.
Let's see. How do I?
There's another photo that I got from back then. It was like a cheap 3D or whatever. It's like a Bosco with a Hadley on top. It's a squonker, which is kind of hilarious when you really think about it. One of the greatest RTAs of all time, right here.
Oh, I might have deleted all of it. I went through my phone a while back and deleted a bunch of shit.
I mean, that's the beauty of our old Instagram. If we just scroll back far enough on Instagram, we'll find those gems.
Oh,
Hey, I've changed phones. I don't have a lot of those pictures on my phone anymore, but I can definitely go back on my IG.
There's one for you. Hold on, turn this down.
Well, see, Sean, whenever I do it, dude, because I've always stayed with iPhone, it's got photos from when I got iPhones, basically, that were on my iPhone account or Apple account.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like,
Look at that, dude.
You can choose to back those photos up.
Thunder and a fucking Lucid Dreamer combo with the heavy tip.
An LE Lucid Dreamer combo, dude.
That was an organ.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is from fucking 2015.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah.
Did a Kanger sub tank, bro. That's actually hilarious. 2015.
Yeah, I don't have as many hands.
Sean, you recognize that, Addy?
I can't see it. Oh my God, is that an OG Nautilus?
It's a Nautilus Mini, dude. Good old fucking hand check with the Nautilus Mini
Wow.
on a sub tank or whatever, the Kanger sub box.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, from 2015.
I'm like, I know if I scroll back through my Instagram enough, I can get to I've got glass bottle era hand checks in there. Like I'm still in the I'm a professional vape photographer stage of my life right now in my feed, and I'm seeing some like bangers that like I forgot about, like that. Like, come on, man, that was a damn good photo.
Oh yeah, it was.
Like that was a fucking banger.
Dude, one thing I kind of don't like about Instagram is it takes so long to fucking like go down to like the bottom of the.
I know. Holy crap! I'm finding old Shedtime promos because we didn't have a Shedtime Instagram. If y'all don't know about the Shedtime Instagram, Shedtime podcast on Instagram. We're also on YouTube as Shedtime Studios. Check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a like if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, look at this. I got an old Rev 4 billet box, the DNA 40. And dude, look at what's in that. It's a fucking Kanger rebuildable.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, dude. It's been a long time.
God damn, bro. We've been doing this shit so long. I'm only back into 2020. Like, here's a throwback for you and some of our OG followers if they're watching.
Dudes, what about that right there, bro?
The green vape stew.
Oh my God. Savage Marcellus.
Dreamer TM24 Pro combo. What? Oh, there you go. What about that, guys? A
At the old
Predator with,
Wismec?
I don't know what tank that is though. It's some sort of smock tank.
Definitely looks old. All right, I'm gonna fix my camera. I'm tired of being Wilson right now. It's starting, dude, it's starting to bother me because it's I could sometimes couldn't even see my eyes, and I would see just like this much. And I'm used to seeing myself, so I know that not to sound vain. I'm just used to me being on camera.
Yeah, not just your forehead.
Yeah, so I'll leave it with "Howdy ho, neighbor," and that's the end of the Wilson night.
Damn.
Oh yeah, dude, I
Dude,
stopped
now I'm
looking.
back at shit before I even fucking started vaping, bro.
Like,
I think I literally created an Instagram because I was vaping.
it's crazy because like I just posted so much shit that like I'm still
Dude,
going back and
tell
I'm
me this
only in
isn't just a
2020.
dope ass fucking picture, bro.
That's a
Hold on,
dope
let me turn
spot.
this fucking camera so you can just get the full fucking experience. Little fucking
What's behind you? Like,
damn. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit more. There you go. It's a little like boat house of some sort. The fucking pier, fucking beach. We were clam hunting.
clam digging?
Yeah, dude.
Clam digging is fucking like major pastime around here. Hell yeah.
Dude, I also fucking was scrolling through here and found pictures of me with hair, bro. And it fucking freaked me out. "2017. Oh fuck.
It's craziness.
Dude, you could tell I didn't know what nobody knew what the fuck was going on in Instagram back in the day because I didn't even know what hashtags were.
I mean, shit, when Instagram started, like it was just like such a simple thing.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, it's
you know,
crazy.
like,
Crazy what
hey,
it's
this
turned
is me with
into.
some pictures and of my life. And like now Instagram has become like a business model for a lot of people. And
Oh
it's,
man, so many people make money. So many businesses grow really quickly because of it. It's fucking crazy, dude.
yeah, like I think about that a lot these days. Like the way that the internet has really just shaped business. Cause
At
like,
least like
Just
how you
society
can operate
itself.
business for sure.
Because like when we were kids growing up, like nobody was like the internet was in its infancy, so no one was really thinking like I gotta have a website and an internet presence and all that. It was just like, I gotta have a landing spot on the internet, so if people do look for me on the internet, there's at least something that points you in the right direction. And in such a quick like jump, we get to the stage where it's like it is integral no matter what industry you're in, to have a social media presence, an actual website, like, and to the point that people have literally essentially co-opted their lives to be a full-on business. Like they themselves are a brand now, and it's like, man, it
Dude,
is it
that's
is
such a
wild how it's
fucking
changed.
yeah, dude. It's nutty, dude. Me think back just to like, but honestly, when us saying that just makes me kind of think. Oh, let me turn this light back on. I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. Um, it kind of makes me feel like we're just old curmudgeons. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's just like listening to what our parents would like say about how it was when they were growing up and how much better it was because this wasn't around and that wasn't around, but we did the, you know?
Hey, Chris.
Oh yeah, there you go, dude. Little
Oh,
VC
hell
dream
yeah, dude.
reaction.
When's that from?
That was you bottled it April 17 of 2019, and I made that post May 26th of 2019.
Dang, dude.
So yeah, that's bringing it back a bit. That was like you still figuring out exactly your vanilla custard. That was awesome days, man. And look what you did with that.
No, that's true.
Countless people fell in love with it like we did. I'd say it's a win.
Yeah, man. But I've just seen even like when it comes to like growing stuff or whatever, like this like meme coin that I bought a while ago, they like have like real world kind of stuff. And so like they made like a wing truck that they parked near like South Carolina, like the South Carolina Gamecocks state like their stadium, I guess. And they like have been traveling around and like they've started like catering like events. So like they've done like family reunions for 75 people, or like how James has talked before about how like they'll get like a food truck to come and service like the building, the business, the place that he works. And they're doing that kind of stuff. And they started a TikTok like 2 weeks ago, and they already have like multiple videos that are like over 5,000 views. One has like 15,000 views. They have like 400 followers, and like they're just getting bookings through TikTok. Like people are like, yo, like I heard good things about your wings. Like, can you come? And they're like booking, dude, they're like booked something like 30 of the next 40 days or something like that. They have like a venue or an event booked for them to go do the wings at. Like it's fucking
Dope.
crazy, and like a lot of it is through the TikTok.
I mean, I think at least with food, those platforms make a ton of sense. The one that cracks me up is my industry, as an example. Like we launched one maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago now at this point. And we put out a video of a build on our TikTok that some people thought was a really good looking build. Within a couple of hours of it being posted, we got a phone call from one of our customers going, I saw the video on TikTok. I want my car to look like that. Like, what?
Bada
like,
bing, bada boom.
like, and to be fair, like, I get it. Car culture is car culture is car culture, but like, I would not have expected a cop to be like, hey, I saw your social media post. I fucks with that. I want one. But like it's even working in an industry like mine where you wouldn't even think about it. And yeah, it's like it's wild how important that shit is. I was even talking to an officer who said that they have certain police cars where they've got the police department social media, like the Facebook, the Instagram logo, like all of that on the car.
Yeah, that seems honestly pretty reasonable.
Like it's one of those like, hey, listen, like obviously they're like the community resource officer and stuff like that. They're not like your typical patrol or traffic type cars, but still like to be even forward thinking to do that. Like my local police department had a the big DPW road signs that they put up with different messages about the town or whatever. They
Yeah.
they had one that said hiring new officers and transferring officers, uh, find our application on our Facebook page. And I was like, wait, what? But I mean, let's face it, they probably know exactly where they're more likely to find people.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, even though, so like myself, right? Like I don't ever use Facebook. The only time I ever use Facebook is sometimes I'll get like a message and then I'll like end up scrolling on like some of the Facebook shorts or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
And
they're
that's
short
it.
form
And then
video thing.
eventually I'll be like, what am I doing? And then I close it. And then I wait until I get probably another message or I get something where it's like so and so has a post in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, Facebook. I'll open it, watch a few of like the real vibe things, and then close it again. I'm never looking for products on Facebook, but I think a lot of people do.
I
This one
haven't
young
even
kid that I
had
work
one
with,
in
dude, he
ages.
like lives on Facebook. He's always on Facebook Marketplace. Always.
You
Anything
know,
he's
that
buying, he's looking on Facebook Marketplace for it.
I will say I hear from a lot of people, and I've seen the results from a handful of times where Facebook Marketplace seems to be like kind of legit. Like I've had people be like, yo, like no, like I found a Steam Deck for like 150 and it was fully working. And I'm like, what? Talk about a $400 handheld mini computer to play
Dude,
fucking your Steam games on. What?
people buy fucking cars, boats,
Yeah.
fucking RVs, all kinds of fucking shit off
Dude,
Facebook
and
Marketplace,
tons
bro.
of shit that you'd be like, why wouldn't you just go buy that new? Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of like this kid buys like shit that's like $25 new in the store, and he'll get like two of them for $20, whatever it is. And I'm like, dude, just go buy one. He's like, yeah, but now I got two, and if one breaks, I got a backup. It's like, but they're already used. Like, what the fuck are you even doing, bro? It's not like he's
Well,
buying like consumable items on Facebook that are half used, but like just some of the stuff. Like, dude, he bought like earbuds. He's bought earbuds that you can buy in the store for $40 for $25. And the guy's like, they were only used a few times. I saw the case. It looked like it rattled around in a glove box for fucking months. Like, you could have just spent $15 and got a fucking new pair, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
every
But
dollar
apparently it's a
counts.
big thing, dude.
Every dollar counts. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, I guess, yeah.
like,
If you got the
let's face it.
wants and you can get the most shit you want used,
There
I
there
guess.
are certain things you should never buy used. You know, I don't recommend buying mattresses used. I don't recommend undergarments, of course. But like, let's be real, right? Like in some cases, it actually ends up being the better thing. Like going back to tools, bringing it back for a second, like getting the old used tools can be primo because like you can get them old snap-on jams that are like, you know, the old made in America snap-on at, you know, dirt cheap prices. You can toolboxes. Again, I'm gonna go with Snap-on. Talk about a $2,000 Snap-on toolbox you might find for $500-600 on a place like Craigslist or a Facebook Marketplace or you know something like that. Like,
dude, is Craigslist even still a thing?
oh fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I think it is.
I'm gonna be dead honest with y'all, because I'm in the market for a car and I'm trying to buy a beater so that way I could just get through. I have been keeping my eye on my local Craigslist as well to see like what kind of cheap cars are out there right now at a price I'm willing to pay.
I don't think I ever bought anything off Craigslist
Oh, I did back in the day.
or a service or anything.
Back in the day, Craigslist, like when it first like popped off, it was pretty big here, and then it got replaced by like a Canadian cleaner version called Kijiji, and it
Uh,
was like way cleaner, and like more. It was a lot. It just looked better, and so Craigslist started to like fade, and Kijiji just started to take over.
I wouldn't have this apartment if it wasn't for Craigslist. That's
There you
how I
go.
found this apartment. So like Craigslist does come in kind of clutch. But again, like there's certain things I would never buy on a Craigslist or a Facebook Marketplace, but there are definitely some things I would. And I'm saying this, bros. Oh my god, that's my source for the next how much.
Craigslist, good call.
Yeah, bro. You know I'm gonna find some ridiculous shit for ridiculous prices on there, and ain't
And
nobody
some
gonna
pretty
be able to find,
ridiculous write ups too.
and they're not gonna be able to find those ads to cheat because those Craigslists will be buried by the time that game
Yeah,
happens.
some
I
people just don't know how to
Oh,
follow
trust me.
rules.
After that experience, I started strategizing some plans to beat the cheaters. The next game we play of How Much over on the Green Room. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the Green Room, you need to go check out the Frames Jackman Vapor channel, link over at shedtimepodcast.com, because every Friday night we do the Green Room. And this is one of the games we play where I find a bunch of random shit on the internet and make people guess how much. But I've gotten some good ideas, and Craigslist is definitely a good spot because, like I said, that shit'll be buried and long gone by the time we play the game. So can't nobody find it, and I like that thought. Also, that's where you're gonna get some unhinged shit where the dude's like, you know, I've got these toenail clippings that belong to Elvis, and I'll sell them for $1,000 a clipping, and you're like, bullshit. That's your Uncle Pete's fucking toenail clippings. You lying scam artist.
And then he'll be like, if people are dumb enough to believe I got Elvis toenail clip-ins, fuck them. Give me that paper.
I mean,
Dude, the funny thing is there is somebody out there that would do it.
Oh, that dude,
just think about like the people getting scammed nowadays, bro. Where it's like they're literally getting called, and on the other end of the phone is like some AI fucking voice. That's dude. Like, did you guys hear about that lady a while back that legit thought she was in some sort of relationship with Keanu Reeves? And they were like talking back and forth, and like she actually like had like voice recordings that he sent her, and you could 100% tell that it's literally somebody with like a Keanu Reeves voice changer sort of thing, and they're literally just typing out this message because it's like it doesn't even necessarily even really sound like Keanu, but it's kind of got like his inflection sort of like it, like if you listen to it, you'll be like, dude, how does this lady believe this shit? But dude, she like was sending him fucking money and like all kinds of fucking shit. And it's not even him. Even so much so that Keanu heard about it and was like really fucking like thrown off by like how could it like I don't know if it like how exactly he fucking felt, but like even he like I think put a message out there or something saying like that's not me.
That's one of those times where it's like, all right, red flag number one, Keanu Reeves just starts talking to some fucking rando. Completely unprovoked.
Yeah.
Through
dude, there's
internet
a lot of
messages.
But Sean, here's the thing, dude. There's a lot of those stories. Because I heard one, I can't remember while James was saying that. I was trying to remember like the person that I remember hearing. Oh, it was on Theo Vaughn's podcast. He had a country singer, like a woman country singer, like a
Lainey
blonde
Wilson.
woman. Lainey Wilson, that's who it was. And like she talked about how there's been like multiple marriages broken up because like the
People
husband
impersonate
thinks that they're dating her, and then and there's people like it's fucking crazy just hearing it. And then James is saying that now. It's like, dude, there's literally people, and like I guess I kind of had heard Lainey Wilson, but I would never have known a single song. I knew she was a country singer, right? So
you've probably heard one or two of her songs for sure, bro.
Oh, and that's possible, right?
But knowing Liz, you've definitely have heard her. Dude, she's got a song with Hardy.
Hey Liz, you know who Lainey Wilson is?
You ever heard the song "Get in the Truck"?
She said, "Of course."
Or "Stay in the Truck."
Oh, that truck. Oh yeah. I know that song. Okay, yeah. I know that song.
That's her. She's on that song with him.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she's ultimately she's famous enough that even I've heard of her. And the fact that someone would think that they were dating her, it's like, dude, are you fucking serious? But I guess it's like, how on earth did somebody think they're dating Keanu Reeves?
Exactly.
Like, honestly. Like, that's crazy, dude. But people get trolled on the internet all the time, and some people are just so dumb that they just fall for it.
Or they have something else going on.
Yeah, like they're not mentally well.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. It's not all down to intellect.
Like, I definitely worked with somebody who
Some people are just delusional.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Sure.
definitely worked with somebody who had fallen victim to these kind of scams a couple of times. Like, and
A
these weren't even
couple of
so,
times.
yeah, like these weren't even like
Ah,
celebrity. This was straight up just like,
Catfish.
yeah, the fucking, the old Saudi prince fucking scam,
Oh,
basically, where
yeah.
it was like, I'm some beautiful, 25-year-old girl from, this country, and I need your help to come to America, and I find you handsome. And it's like, first of all, dude, have you looked in the mirror? You're like 70 plus years old. Your eye bags are so goddamn huge.
Like you
There's no,
just ain't handsome.
yeah, like there's
Like,
no way a
did you look in the
25-year-old
mirror?
girl is saying this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he'd be showing you these pictures, and it's like, Joe, that's not even the same fucking girl. They're sending you just random pictures of girls, bro, just that are
It's
like
like, Joe,
brunette.
do you
Like,
really? I can get pictures of thousands, hundreds of thousands of women and send them to you
yeah, it's like
and
Joe,
say
that's
that they're
fucking
me.
Anne Hathaway. That's a famous actress. Like, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like
that one's Natalie Portman, bro. Come on, man. They look completely different.
for real. Like it is that level. And this dude's fallen for these a couple of times, and it's like, you gotta, bud, you gotta
And
just,
he's
you
never
gotta
heard the
quit.
saying "once bitten, twice shy." Apparently,
Clearly not. I mean, listen, this guy's not the brightest bulb in the box. Let's face it. But
Yeah, I love that phrase.
sometimes people get into a
Bulb in the
position and
box.
they don't show that they're complete fucking dum dum until it's too late to fire them.
Speaking of the bulb in the box, bro, that reminds me of you know, crayon in a box. Because that was always the one I used to say. He
Ah,
ain't the
no,
brightest crayon in the box.
or the
But
sharpest I've trained on the box
sharpest
either.
tool.
Yeah.
I've
Sharpest tool
never
in
heard.
the
Yeah,
shed.
sharpest tool in the shed, brightest bulb in the box. I've never heard the crayon one.
Yeah. See,
Brightest.
I've
Well,
heard it
the
used both
fun about
ways
the
for the
crayon is you can
crayon.
do both. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Um.
I've heard
Oh,
it used
speaking
both
of
ways.
which, I just I don't know if I have always said it this way, but how do you guys say the Crayola product? Have we done this before on here? We probably have.
No, we haven't, and I like what you're asking. So you want to know how do you
Yeah.
say the wax
What
device that
is
you color
yes?
with?
How do you? We'll start with Chris because I feel like I want to know what Chris says first. How do you pronounce that product?
Pronounce what? Sorry,
The Crayola product that you would use as a child.
a crayon.
Okay, Sean, how do you say it?
I say the crayon.
Okay, see, I feel like I flip flop.
Are you a crayon sometimes?
Well, because like earlier I said crayon, and then I said crayon. So it's like I feel like it's dependent on how fast I'm talking, will depict on how it comes out.
I
Because if
mean,
I'm like really thinking about it, I'm gonna say crayon.
I can tell you for sure, like a lot of the old
But I
timers in New
definitely have
England.
said crown for a while. You know, as a child, I used to say crown instead of crayon, like just crown.
Yeah, the old New Englanders around here will pronounce it crayon. The O becomes an
Mhm.
I. Get your
I
crayons,
heard people
kids.
say crayon too.
I've never heard anybody say anything other than crayon, unless like maybe you're a kid and you don't know how to say it properly. But
Yeah, I just
as an
caught myself
adult,
a few
no.
times recently because I don't even know how
All
it's come
right,
up. And
so
I've said it a few. I think it's even just been today. I've said it like twice today, and I've said it two different ways.
since
Not
we're on
thinking
this
about it.
subject, I have to ask this one. The substance that comes out of the cow to feed their baby. How do you pronounce that word?
The
Milk.
right way.
Milk, right?
Yeah, milk.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
milk. It's not with an E.
Listen, don't
Like
you get
what?
judgy. Don't you get
Dude,
judgy
what?
on the milk, people.
No, I will, dude, because that's
Oh,
wrong.
milk. I was like, wait, how else do you say it? Yeah, I say milk, but now okay,
Yeah, people would be like,
I
"Yo,
don't think
you
I've
want a
ever
glass
really.
of chocolate milk?" And it's like, "What? No, it's milk,
Yeah,
you idiot."
okay. I don't think I've ever really thought about that one.
So my wife had somebody point it out to her. Apparently, my wife says milk. I never noticed it, and a friend of hers pointed it out to her, and
I
she
feel like
became
it's one.
like
I feel like it's one of
wicked
those
obsessed with it
things,
now.
bro, where it's like you don't notice it until someone points it out. And then all of a sudden you just hear it all the time. Kind of like when you buy a car and then all of a sudden you start seeing it all over the place. You know, like that sort
Yeah,
of situations
yeah.
where it's like it's just in your head now because someone pointed it out to you that it's a thing. So now you just like you're subconsciously searching for it, even though you're not real, you know what I mean? Or you just notice it now because somebody made a point to fucking say, yeah, I
Oh,
know.
100%.
Because like that's kind
100%.
of what's happening to me right now. Like I'm just trying to think back in my life on like who says milk and who says milk.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's like a locale thing either. I think that
No,
it's just some people say
no,
it
Well,
yeah,
regardless
exactly.
of
I
where
that
think
they're
it's
was
just
from.
it's just like one of those pronunciation things where it's like
and that was kind of what we were questioning, and it was like, is it a regional thing, or is
I
it
don't think
just
it
like
is.
an incidental, like something about the way
I
that
feel
you
like
came
that
up in life?
it may not be regional, but it could just be like a thing like you just pick up from like your family. Like if you like like if your parents say it a certain way, maybe that's just how you say it. You know what I mean?
I could see that. Because like again, another weird one that I know the old timers in New England do a whole lot is they turn an A into an E for day, but not when they say like today, only during days of the week.
So
So
it's like
like it's,
Wednesday.
yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say Saturday.
Do you know anybody that says Warsh?
Yeah, dude, I was
Yes.
actually gonna say that. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, here, you want to come help me
Wait,
wash the dishes?
Dude, my grandma said that.
Yeah. I hear a lot of people here say that, and like
And
where I
dude,
grew up, like nobody did.
it
so
was
so let me
so
ask
because
though.
like I think my grandma's from like here, from like California. Like so there's I don't even know if her parents said it or not. Because like my mom and my aunts and uncle don't say Warsh, but that was the only time she would say it. I'm like, Grandma, how's that spelled? And she'd spell it perfectly fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now how do you say it? And she'd say Warsh. I was like, do you hear what you just did there? And she's like, what? I was like, you're throwing an R in there, Grandma. It's wash. There's no Warsh. There's no where are you getting the R from? And she'd even say Washington.
She'd say Washington.
Yeah, Washington, bro.
A dishwasher.
Yeah, it was one of the, but there was like, that was one of the only things that she said that was just different for some
So,
reason.
did she also pronounce it warder?
No, I don't think so.
Because like obviously we know some people who say warder.
Yeah, yeah. But like I'm
Or
saying,
Wooter
that
or
was one of the
something.
only things that she said like that.
Although funny enough, I think the people that we know that say warder,
You
none
know,
of them say warsh.
I'm literally gonna, I want to ask my mom
No.
about that after this.
But yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that
It's like
here.
I'm starting to wonder because like I didn't really know like my great grandparents, so like I don't know if because I think if not my great grandparents, my great great grandparents came over from like Ireland and Scotland or Ireland and England at some point, like they immigrated here.
But even, dude,
I
I don't
mean,
think that people from there say it.
That's
Like
what I'm
my
saying.
great
Like
nana
I'm
was
trying
from
to
there,
figure
and
out
she never said Warsh.
where she would have picked that up from.
I mean, I don't know. There
And
are
now
there
I'm
are
starting to think too. It's
certain
like I want. Did she say it all the time, or is it only every now and then?
there are definitely certain Irish dialects where warsh could come out.
I don't know. Either way, I just found it fascinating.
Because I would think that like Warsh would be like WORCH at the beginning of a
Yeah,
word. like
Like
Worcester.
Worcestershire?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's not Worcester. It's Worcester.
Well, that's how it's said for you. That might not be how it's said in like England.
That's exactly how it's said in England because we're named after it.
Yeah, I know, but like, let's be real. Like Americans
Like
change a lot of
literally,
stuff.
like literally, we know people in the UK. Like I can confirm it's pronounced Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yep. Like we've had enough friends in the UK. Like I had to ask the question. Like, how do you
Yeah.
pronounce it? Worcestershire. Which I think
Like-
is funny because I still love the Guy Fieri wash your sister sauce. That's still
Yeah.
my favorite, and he got it from some kitchen he was in one of the episodes. But wash your sister sauce, best fucking name for that shit ever.
Dude, there's
Let's
like weird
face it.
shit all the time though.
Fire.
Even there's like a lot of people like Sean near you, like maybe the New England accent. Do people say how do you pronounce like the letter that starts the word hello?
H.
Oh, you're wondering if they say H?
Yeah, do people here, like everyone I work with that's from here says H. So if they're like spelling something, like if they're spelling hello, they'd say HELLO.
Well, it's
And
like you
I'm
saying
like,
Z,
this
bro.
doesn't
It's
make
like, what the
sense.
fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the same.
I mean, interestingly enough, UK. I know I
They say
follow.
H.
I know I
Yeah.
follow a couple of UK content creators who are heavy H and Z users.
Well,
Z
yeah, that
is like
makes sense for
that
like,
is actually
because
it.
that's just how they're like, even for like Chris in Canada, a lot of Canadians say Z.
Yeah, basically everyone. That's what you would learn.
Majority. But
But most people say
the
H.
H is weird, but like I do agree with Sean that it's definitely probably something that comes over from like the English, you know.
Something
for
in
sure
like
it
the
does,
UK.
yeah.
So like that like kind of just came over and just stuck around in that area.
Yeah,
You
and
know
there's
what I'm
like
saying?
people here of plenty that have an accent. It's not
Yeah.
like the strongest East Coast accent, but there's definitely a lot of people here that have an accent.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, they
definitely
say
have a
H.
strong Scottish heritage in that area, if I recall correctly.
It's definitely like heavily Englishy, Scottish, Irishy,
Yeah,
whatever.
because
I don't know.
I know that like they do a
White,
lot of
as they
Highland
would
games in
say.
Nova Scotia and shit.
Yeah,
So,
in
like,
Nova Scotia, yeah, there's like Highland Games and all that stuff. And yeah, like people in Cape Breton, they have like a real strong accent. Not quite as like strong as like Newfoundland, but it's pretty up there, dude. But even here, there's people here that have like really thick accents that
well, I mean, theoretically, there's also should be a very strong Norse influence throughout your communities out there because way back we do have the evidence of the Vikings making it into the regions of Canada that you're in.
yeah, I would imagine, yeah. I'm like maybe a
So,
bit more
Dude, they
Newfoundland,
traveled
but still.
everywhere, bro.
like we have evidence of them getting like into like Midwest America.
Yeah,
Like,
way before
so,
fucking
like,
Columbus. And Columbus didn't even find us. He landed in like the Caribbean or something, didn't he?
I don't
I
know.
think he didn't necessarily land here. Anyways, we're not historians. Don't ask us those questions.
No.
But dude, that is kind of a weird, a fun thing to think about. Is like what like influences somebody to speak in a certain way? Is it like we're saying, is it just a regional thing? Is it just influenced from, the people surrounded in those like developmental periods of when you're learning how to speak and those sorts of things?
Oh, I
Is it,
imagine that's a lot of it.
yeah, like,
I knew these kids that lived around the back street from me, and like until they all started to go to school, they spoke with like pure English accents because both their parents and like their family, everybody was from England. And yeah, dude, they're like these little British kids like walking around. They were never even to like the
Little
UK.
British kids.
Yeah. And then once they started to go to school, like as each one would go to school, they would lose the accent, dude. It's hilarious.
I mean, I've seen
Or
it
just
in
think
just in
about
my own
people that
self.
come over, like even to this day, that come over as young kids and then start going to public schools, and the next thing you know, they don't speak like their parents anymore.
Yeah.
Just put me around Bostonians for about 3-4 hours. I'll drop all my R's.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
It comes
no,
down
I
to
believe
whoever the teacher is when you're learning how to like read and write. Those
That's
beginners.
so
I feel like
true.
that's got to be who it is, because they're the ones who are literally teaching you what the sounds are, how to say it, how to pronounce it. I feel like that's got to
Yo,
be a big part of it too.
you're saying that and thinking about the Boston accent specifically, right? Like when you go back and you listen, like one of my favorite punk bands from the local scene is a band called Darkbuster. They have a song where they actually get a sample of an old Boston schools like educational video clip or whatever. And it's this guy and he's the thickest Boston accent. And he's like, each of these contains the same amount of alcohol. 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, 1.5 ounces of hard liquor. And it's like, yo, now that you're saying that, James, it makes so much sense because like that
it's got to
continues
have
to
a lot to do with it,
perpetuate.
bro.
It perpetuates, like if your language skills are being taught by people who drop those R's,
Dude, just
then yeah,
think
that's
back
how
to
you're
when-
gonna do it.
Just think back to when you were in school in those early days when you're literally sitting there, everyone in class reading the alphabet together. Everybody's A, B, B. You know, if you got a fucking Bostonian, A,
Yeah.
B, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like that's got to be an influence. You know what I mean?
It honestly, this is reminding me of that viral meme clip of the kid from Baltimore who's trying to say Aaron earned an iron earn.
And he's like earn. It's like, wait, what the fuck?
He's like, wait, Aaron.
Yeah, like the three of them tried it, bro, and not a single one of them could do it.
Like that thick Baltimore accent just got him. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Or now I keep seeing the ones with the Japanese dudes, and he's like, how do you say this word in Japanese? And you gotta be like,
and
ha.
it's like, and
Yeah,
it's
but how
the
do you say
same
this?
fucking thing
Ha.
for like 7 different fucking things.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like,
how
all right.
do you say blank, blank, blank,
This
blank,
whole
blank,
sentence.
and just like links all the things, and he's like having a fucking seizure trying to fucking say it, dude, because he's like mind's like, because it's all about inflection, I guess, on how you say it, but a lot of it really sounds pretty much the same. So like, obviously, if you're not Japanese, I don't think you're gonna understand it.
Yeah.
But dude, those videos are hilarious, Sean.
Oh my god,
I've seen
that
a couple
kid
of
has
them,
me in
dude,
stitches.
Because the dude that speaks in Japanese, nothing against the guy, bro, but his eyes are just fucking.
Oh, he's
like,
so animated
fucking,
when he
just
does
like
it.
fucking almost like popping out of his head, bro, and he's just like, it cracks me up, dude. He almost looks like an anime character to me.
Dude, he's wild.
Oh, speaking of which, dude, Corey showed me
This is
yeah.
what the guy we're talking about, Chris.
That's stupid enough.
Like,
Yeah, he's definitely. I think this his whole look.
yeah, like
Kind of be a bitch.
that's the whole shtick. He's like, and like when he gets like literally, James isn't kidding. When he gets into some of these ones where it's like the same sound being repeated over and over again, there are moments where he's just like he's trying not to laugh, but also laughing his ass off at the same time, and he literally looks like he's having a fucking seizure because
Yeah, because he can't get it out, bro.
Apparently, I've seen clips. They've taken this on tour. as
I'm
a
sure.
stand-up comedy act. So like you could go to like the improv lounge and catch them doing this for like a 5-minute stand-up bit, and I'm like, that's got to be pure gold live.
I'm sure comics love that. Just kidding. But dude, speaking of like back to the anime thing, dude, Corey showed me this fucking trailer for this new game that's coming out, bro. And it literally looks like anime and GTA combined, to where it's like you're running around looking like, anime characters and being able to like dress up like, like the different outfits and stuff that they like would wear. But then you're like somehow have like Venom fucking powers to where you could fucking swing around the fucking city by shooting out these black webs. But dude, it looked fucking crazy, bro.
It sounds like another installment of the Yakuza series.
It's same people that did Marvel Rivals, I guess. So like that makes sense because the animation style is pretty similar. I don't know if you guys have seen any of that at all.
I've seen Marvel Rivals, but not.
Yeah, but the animation style looks very similar to that, but kind of leaning more towards like the weeb culture, I guess you could say. Is that the right term?
That's anime people, yeah.
Yeah. It looks great. It looks interesting. Probably definitely not something I'm gonna be jumping into, but for those people that would be into that sort of thing, might be cool. Because like you could do like different missions and kind of like free roam and like drive cars and do helicopters, and then like apparently at some point there's like this big kaiju monster thing that shows up that you might have to fight somehow. I don't know. Looks crazy though.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Like,
Oh, speaking of games though, dude, this weekend, which is going to be way after the fact for the listeners, dude, are you guys going to tune in for the live Daft Punk in Fortnite this weekend?
Oh, for sure, dude.
I was just reading about that earlier today, and I was like, I probably want to check this out.
Dude, this will be the first time I ever see one of these Fortnite events that's like this, and I'm like, fuck it, we'll check it out. I might even hook my TV monitor back up and just fucking throw it up on the fucking TV.
Well, what's
Yeah, they're
cool,
normally like 10 to 15 minutes long. They're like
what,
pretty
what I
long.
was
Is
what I
it
was reading
during a
about it is,
round, or do you
Dude,
just
you'll be like, sorry, Sean, so I'll get this up quick. You can be playing a game and it'll pull you out, or it'll just shut down all servers and shift every single server into you just waiting to queue up to get in. And sometimes,
Oh.
dude, the queues will be so long that you might not even get in because the servers will fill up.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
So is it better just to be playing and then hopefully?
Yeah. Basically, if you know it's going to start at like 2:00, you'd be better off like starting to play at like 1:00 and just waiting for it to happen, because then you'll be able to get in.
so the way that they're explaining this is that this specifically is described as not a concert, but an experience. So it sounds as though the way they describe it is this will give fans and players a chance to enter into this retro futuristic realm celebrating the band's legacy reimagined for the virtual world. So they're like almost pitching this as its own like they're going to take like a mini map and fully deck this out with like all Daft Punk world, everything. This ought to be fucking fire.
Nah, dude, it'll be cool. I've like been to like 4 or 5 events.
I've seen
Fortnite
videos
easy.
of like I've watched like YouTube clips of past ones and they look sick, from like what I've seen, but it'd just be kind of cool just to like be able to like walk around and see what other kind of shit's kind of going on as it's happening. Cause you could do that, right? As like the event's going on.
Yeah, like you'll be kind of like in the map and you can't move around. Sometimes it'll just like carry you. You can't move, and you'll be like floating and doing certain things. And then like one of the coolest ones was like the marshmallow one. The Travis Scott one was pretty fucking cool. Those are like the two biggest ones I can remember.
Have
that
you
I
actually
thought
watched
were
the
cool.
trailer?
No, I
No.
haven't seen the trailer.
I
for it
just
yet.
watched the trailer. That looks sick as fuck.
Well, you guys remember the monolith that was in there?
Yep.
That's
Now
part
there's
of
like
it.
a timer on it, and now there's like a challenge to like go
Oh, you're
over
right.
there, and you get to like hear the Weeknd talk about it because like the Weeknd did that song with
9/27
them.
is the
Yeah, it's
date
been up
that's
there.
hanging over it.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
up there for a couple of days now.
Yeah, but now you actually interact
You
with
can
it and get
interact with
XP. Yeah, and it'll
Ooh, we
like you
should-
can talk, and the Weeknd will talk to you, and then it's like playing that song that the Weeknd does with Daft Punk. I can't remember which one it's called.
I'm not sure either. But I
You-
think that
you
monolith
know the
was
song.
in that video though.
Yeah, probably. And now like there's like more showing on it. It's not just the date anymore. It's like slowly adding more, I guess.
I'll have to tune in and check it out. I might pop in later just to see for a round.
Yeah, fly with the monolith. There is a challenge. You can get XP going there.
Just drop in
So
and
this
buy it.
is the actual trailer for it.
We're not getting any audio. I guess we don't necessarily really need audio. Okay, so it looks like it's a little bit of a mix of like you can maybe do a little bit of some stuff on the map for a bit and then turns into like some sort of like show experience.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
like
like-
suck you into something or whatever.
The article
That'd be sick.
explains deeper in it. There's there's going to be like a virtual dance club, and there's going to be a few other like very Daft Punk things that we can all mess around with through the whole thing.
Sick.
So that should be pretty cool. And if
Does it
anybody
say
who's
what-
listening catches it, you
Well, I
know?
guess they'll probably post something about what time it's gonna happen.
It'll
2
probably be
p.m.
multiple
Eastern.
showings.
2 p.m.
So, yeah,
Eastern.
Yeah,
2
they'll
p.m.
do like
Eastern
lots
was
of
the
times they'll do
first.
one for a few different parts of the world. Like normally they do. But 2
Like,
p.m.
the way the
Eastern
article's
for us.
reading, it almost sounds like it's gonna be like constantly open kind of a thing. Like they're obviously being very vague so that the reveal will be something special, but like they make it sound like it's launching at that time. So it sounds like it's going to be available for a while after as well.
Okay. Yeah, I've only ever been to live events before.
I mean, I could be wrong, but this is the way that this article was reading in Variety. So, take it for what it is. Obviously, they are definitely playing into the secrecy of it as they should.
Yeah,
So,
it might just be like a playlist for like the day or something. Because
Right.
they did the last live event or the last event, whatever. That I'm pretty sure it was the last one, was the one with that one rapper that like passed away.
Juice
like,
WRLD.
Juice WRLD. Yeah. And it was like a pre-recorded, like they obviously like create the whole thing, all the animations or whatever. And then it would just there was like 2 or 3 times that it would like run. And it was like a 15-minute experience. And they played like a number of his songs. Honestly, dude, it's like a halftime show at the Super Bowl. Like that's about the same amount of time that it would be.
it's a hell of a way to think of it.
Yeah. It's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah. That's a hell of a way to think of it. Yeah. Just a little halftime show about it. That'll be a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, it's about that time, friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the Shedtime podcast. Of course, go ahead and follow us on all those platforms. And as we bring it on home, I'm going to turn it on over to Uncle Chris.
Well, I will say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you. Go check out shedtimepodcast.com. While you're there, you might as well check out the links to take you to Frame Check the Vapors YouTube channel for the Green Room, as Sean mentioned before, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Friday night. I think that's everything for me. So everybody be safe, have a good week, live your best life, and I'll throw it to James.
As always, huge shout outs to all the Shedheads for you guys' continuous support. Chris pretty much covered all the bases on the main stuff, but if you want to find links for everything, shedtimepodcast.com. So with that, I'm gonna end it as I always do, sending out all those positive vibes. Chris high fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, and a little bag or dab will do you.
That's right, friends. And of course, one more time, shedtimepodcast.com has links to the merch store, it has links to the Patreon and everything else. So you want to cop yourself a fresh ass hat like these, or of course, maybe a Shedtime t-shirt, something like that. That's where you're going to find it. So with that, I'm going to tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun, because it's the Shedtime podcast and it's time to blow one up and blow one out. Or I guess in this case, fill one up and sip one out.